At this time, I would ask the defense to please present its next witness or first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask for Mr. Valle to be called to the stand and put under oath by the clerk.
Thank you. Mr. Valle, please come on up. Please step into the witness box. Once you are in the witness box, please remain standing, and the clerk is going to put you under oath.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalty of perjury? If so, please say I do. Thank you. Please state your full name, spelling your last name, and address for the record. Thank you, sir.
You may be seated. Thank you. Attorney Smith, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Mr. Valle. You're going to need to keep your voice up. Okay? We are competing with the fan in the back, and I see the court reporter nodding. She's not able to hear you, so you need to stay close to the microphone, speak loud enough to be heard over the fan, and you've got to give a verbal response of some form, yes, no, or whatever the answer may be, but it has to be loud enough to be heard, okay?
Yes.
There we go. You and I have met before?
Yes.
And can you tell us how old you are now?
I'm 20 years old.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you one more time. You've got to keep your voice up. I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm sure the jurors are having trouble hearing you.
I'm 20 years old.
You're 20 years old now? Okay, did you recently turn 20 years old?
Yes.
And are you in school now?
I'm not.
Are you working now?
I'm not.
Did you complete high school? Where did you complete high school?
I finished online at Foreign High School.
And when did you finish online?
2023.
Where did you go to school for high school before that?
St. Joseph High School in Trumbull.
And were you at St. Joseph's High School from the time you were a freshman?
Yes.
Where were you before that?
It's at East Shore Middle School in Milford.
Is that a public school that you've just described? And the school that you went to for high school, St. Joseph's High School, is that a private school? Prior to going to St. Joseph's High School, had you been in the Milford Public Schools?
Yes.
Since you were a child?
Yes.
Did you grow up in Milford?
Yes.
Did you grow up anywhere other than Milford?
I lived in Florida for 2 years.
Anywhere else in Connecticut?
New Haven.
When you say you were in Florida for 2 years, was that before you came to Connecticut?
I was in Connecticut and then I moved to Florida for 2 years. And then I came back.
Okay. Did you go to any New Haven schools? Do you remember how old you were when you moved to Milford?
Very young. I can't remember the age.
Did you start your schooling in Milford or somewhere else?
Yes.
And who lived in your house with you as you were growing up?
My 3 brothers, my dad, and my mother.
And your 3 brothers, what are their names?
Raul, Garrett, and Oscar.
Did you say the first one was Raul? You have a brother who's also named Raul. And can you just explain, is that a brother from, is that a half brother or is that a full brother?
Full brother. The name was passed down from my grandfather.
I see. And do you go by a nickname?
I do.
And what is that nickname?
Guido.
And what does that mean?
Like the younger?
Uh-huh, I see. Is that like Pablito or Carlito?
Yes.
I see. When you were at St. Joseph's High School, did you have a circle of friends? And who was in that circle of friends?
Close to me, I would say James Albert, Tyler De Silva. Those were the 2 I was closest with. Everybody else was on the football team, and I was close with them too, but not as close.
That was Tyler De Silva and somebody named James Albert. When was the last time you saw Mr. Albert?
Yesterday,
And when was the last time that you saw Mr. De Silva?
here in court.
Did you have a girlfriend while you were at St. Joseph's High School? And who was that?
Mackenzie Traficante,
And when did you and Ms. Traficante become involved with one another?
my junior year,
And what year was that?
2022.
Was that the 2021-2022 school year? And did you date Ms. Traficante the entire school year?
Say almost, not fully though.
And did you have any hobbies while you were in school?
Really just play sports, football, wrestling, hanging out with friends on the weekends or whenever I had free time.
Were you into fishing or hunting?
Yes,
Which of those, fishing or hunting?
my father.
You're not a hunter? Where would you go fishing?
My father owned a boat, so we would go into the ocean.
Were you in the practice of carrying a pocket knife?
No, but when we went fishing, there was not much, right?
Were you ever trained in how to use a knife? In May of 2022, where were you living?
45 degrees Celsius.
Same place you're living today? How long have you lived at that home?
About 5 years, 6 years, I think.
Mr. Valle, I'm sorry, I am going to have to ask you to just please raise your voice and respond, and people are having difficulty hearing you. Thank you.
Around 5 to 6 years.
Okay. Prior to that, you had still been living in Milford, but just in a different home or somewhere else?
Yeah.
And you were in your junior year of high school in May of 2022. Is that what you told us? Had you started applying to any colleges yet?
Yes.
Which colleges?
Mainly in Florida.
And you told us you knew a girl named Mackenzie Traficante because she was your girlfriend.
Yes.
And how did you meet Ms. Traficante?
She was a cheerleader and I was on the football team, so I saw her quite often.
And did you take her to the prom that spring?
I did.
Was that your prom or her prom?
Her prom.
And why were you allowed to go?
She was a senior, so it was her prom, and they're allowed to bring anybody they want, pretty much.
And when did that prom take place?
May 13th, 2022.
May 13th, 2022? Did you attend that with any other couples, or was it just you and Ms. Traficante?
Yeah, I attended it with Tyler De Silva and whoever he went with. I don't remember who he went with. And a few other people in my grade who wanted to go to the prom as well. Found a date.
You mentioned knowing a boy named Jack Snyder,
Yes.
and you mentioned going to the prom with him as part of a group.
Yes.
And who was Jack Snyder to you?
Really a football teammate and a classmate.
Was he part of your close friend group?
I'd say I was really close with 2 people, but I was friendly with everybody. So
Had you known Mr. Snyder since coming to St. Joseph's High School?
No.
I'm going to repeat the judge because I'm having trouble hearing you. If I'm having trouble hearing you, I'm sure everybody else is, okay? Got to really make an effort for us to keep your voice up. Are you nervous? I understand. We need to be able to hear you, though, okay? And you told us that you knew a boy named Tyler De Silva.
Yes.
Did you meet him when you came to St. Joseph's High School?
No, I knew him before.
And how long had you known Mr. De Silva?
Since I started playing football in Milford around the age of like 8, I would say.
Okay. And in May of 2022, how old were you?
16 years old.
So at that point, you'd known Mr. De Silva for about 8 years, you think?
Yes.
Would you describe Mr. Snyder as a close friend?
No.
Would you describe Mr. De Silva as a close friend? What makes him somebody that you would describe as a close friend?
Been through everything with Raul De Silva. Every free weekend we had, we spent together. Parties together. Just together all the time, pretty much.
Are you still close with Mackenzie Traficante?
No.
When was the last time you saw Ms. Trafficante?
In court.
Here?
Yes.
When was the last time that you saw Tyler De Silva?
Here in court as well.
And when was the last time that you saw Mr. Snyder?
Here in court as well.
When we say the last time, from May 14th of 2022 until here in court, had you seen them at all?
No.
When was the last time that you were close with them?
Before this all happened.